You are watching this video right now, and somewhere in your brain, something is already fighting to make you stop. Not because this is boring, because your brain has been rewired to resist anything longer than 15 seconds. That is what brain rot actually is. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what it has done to the inside of your skull. Let us start with something that happened last week. A major study published on June 18, 2026, found that high social media use, around 2 hours or more per day, slightly stunted development of the cerebellum. The cerebellum controls body movement, language, emotions, and attention. Not your attention span in a vague sense. Your actual brain structure. That is not a metaphor. That is a measurable change inside your head. So what exactly is brain rot? Oxford University named it Word of the Year in 2024. But the science is far more serious than a dictionary entry. A 2025 peer-reviewed review in Brain Sciences defines it as the cognitive decline and mental exhaustion experienced by adolescents and young adults due to excessive exposure to low-quality online materials. In plain English, your brain is getting slower, more distracted, and harder to focus because of what you feed it every day. And the mechanism behind it is something your brain was never designed to resist. It is called a variable reward schedule. Every time you swipe to the next short or scroll to the next TikTok, you do not know what you will get. Maybe something funny, maybe something boring, maybe something that makes your jaw drop. That unpredictability is the trap. Your brain releases dopamine not when you get something good, but when it anticipates that you might. The waiting, the not knowing, the next swipe, that is the hit. Neuroscientists have a name for this. They call it the slot machine effect. Casinos figured this out decades ago. The most addictive machines are not the ones that pay out every time. They are the ones that pay out randomly. Your phone works the same way. And just like a slot machine, it is designed that way on purpose. The algorithm does not show you your best content first. It shows you something okay, then something boring, then something that makes you laugh out loud. That randomness keeps your dopamine system in a permanent state of searching, which means you never feel satisfied, which means you never stop scrolling. Now here is where it gets worse. Your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain responsible for focus, planning, and resisting impulse. It is what lets you finish a book, stay on a task, and choose the long-term reward over the short-term one. Research published in 2025 found that heavy social media use reduces prefrontal cortex density. That means the physical structure of the region that controls your self-control is shrinking. You are not just distracted, you are becoming structurally less capable of not being distracted. Students in one study showed 30% lower information retention after regular short-form content use. That means you read something and a third of it is simply gone. Another study found that adolescents spending more than 3 hours daily on Reels or TikTok reported higher rates of mental fatigue and significantly decreased task persistence. You start things, you do not finish them, not because you are lazy, because your brain has been trained to expect a new stimulus every 7 seconds, and anything that does not deliver one feels unbearable. Think about the last time you watched a 10-minute video without picking up your phone, or read 3 pages of a book without your mind wandering, or sat in silence for 60 seconds without reaching for something. That discomfort you feel is not boredom. It is withdrawal. Your brain is craving the dopamine hit. It has been conditioned to expect every few seconds. And here is the part that should genuinely alarm you. Researchers who have developed something called the brain rot scale found 3 specific things happening to heavy users. First, attention dysregulation. Your ability to direct and hold your focus is degrading. Second, digital compulsivity. You reach for your phone without deciding to. It happens before conscious thought. Third, cognitive dependency. Your brain has outsourced its ability to self-direct. It no longer knows what to do without a screen telling it. These are not mild inconveniences. These are the same patterns researchers use to identify behavioral addiction. The same patterns found in gambling disorder and substance dependency. Your brain on short-form content looks, in measurable ways, like a brain on an addictive drug. And the companies building these platforms know this. A study found that out of 500 YouTube recommendations made to a new account, 33% fell into the brain rot category. The algorithm is not showing you brain rot by accident. It is showing you brain rot because brain rot keeps you on the platform longer than anything else. Your attention is the product. Your cognitive decline is a feature, not a bug. So what does this mean for you, right now? It means that the fact you are watching this video at all is already something. Most people with severe attention fragmentation cannot make it through 4 minutes of continuous speech. But there is something more important than finishing this video. It is understanding that this is reversible. The brain is not a hard drive. It is living tissue. It changes based on what you do with it. Researchers call this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and rebuild itself based on what it is exposed to. The same mechanism that rewired your brain towards short-form chaos can rewire it back toward depth and focus. But only if you change what you feed it. Dr. Tsipi Horowitz-Krauss, a neuroscientist at the Technion Institute of Technology, has studied this directly. Her research shows that when children are taken off high-stimulation digital content and given sustained reading or conversation, brain activity in attention and comprehension regions begins to recover. Not in years, in weeks. The damage is real. But so is the recovery. You started this video because something in you already knew something was wrong. That restlessness you feel. That inability to stay with one thing. That sense that your mind used to be sharper than it is now. That is not you getting older. That is not you being lazy. That is a very old brain that has been handed a slot machine and told it is a window to the world. You are watching this video right now. And the fact that you made it to the end means the part of you that can still focus has not gone anywhere. It just needs to be fed something worth staying for. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.